Knock him on the early rounds, but like I said, he brings excellent condition and he's determined. Why didn't you go after him to try to knock him out when you knocked him down early in the third round? I said.
Hear ye, make way for the Kingz. The Kingz are here.
You think the bitches are great because you're fucking seasonal, nigga? You can't be seasonal! Niggas got, this shit's 24 hours a day!
Kingz. You're listening to the Kingz Podcast with your hosts, Karizmatik, Irish O'Neal, and Ani Moush.
Welcome again to another installment of the Kingz Podcast. I am yours truly, Karizmatik.
What's up? It's Irish O'Neal.
Ani Moush.
And joining us, the hilarious
Kenny Capozzi.
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Mr. Kenny Capozzi.
Long time coming. We got the man, the myth on the Kingz Podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about his relationship experience, what he's dealt with in terms of dating.
How it be deep down in the gutter.
What's pussy like down in the gutter?
Bro, man, what is it like down in the gutter? Because I know you got some stories for us motherfuckers.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
So let's, as always, we start with our 3 principles, and then we'll get into plugs and get right into it. So 3 principles, these are the 3 principles we say you need to get these ladies. First and foremost, confidence. You have to have confidence to get women. You gotta be a salesman, guys. You gotta believe in what you're selling. If you don't believe in what you're selling, why the fuck would they buy it from you?
Facts. I mean, if you won't fuck you, who's gonna fuck you? You know what I mean? Like, first off, you gotta be able to, lay out some, petals, maybe a pillow mint, and then, get to know yourself.
I swear to God, I thought you said pedos.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. We are not
Yo, you guys
advocating
listen,
for pedophilia on this podcast.
I mean, although I guess if you laid out some pedos, that might win over some ladies. Yeah, he's knocking out pedophiles. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I mean, anyways,
but yeah, guys, confidence. You're not afraid. You're not afraid of their reaction. Even like if you see a chick, you gotta be willing to go up and be like, "Hey, you got a fat ass," and you don't give a fuck if she's about to throw a drink in your face.
I mean, I wouldn't put it like that. He's always bragging.
I'm giving the extreme example.
I'd say, I always put it like this, man. Like, just you can leave it at you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need to know what you're thinking in your head. But guys, we know what you're thinking in your head. Like,
right.
But
you
can say that.
But it's I'm saying the mentality of like when you walk up. I mean, you don't have to say that verbatim, but like I always say, I tell guys, walk up with the mentality that you're better than them.
Walk up with the mentality that whether or not they have a good response to what you gotta say, it doesn't fucking change your world.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Like, regardless of what they gotta say back to you, you got this.
Also, read the room.
Yeah. Might not be the time to talk. You know what I mean? All right. Our second, and I think this is the most important one. This is my favorite. Honesty. I say honesty at all costs. It doesn't have to be brutal, but it must be truthful. You know what I mean? If someone asks you, "Hey, does my ass look fat in this?" Yes, baby. We can go to the gym, or I can enjoy it for the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you can. If you can't, then baby, we can go to the gym.
Let's be honest. I've had chicks before ask me, "Would you leave me if I got fat?" And the answer I tell them is, "Yes, I would." I'm attracted to how you look now. I wouldn't be attracted to how you look if you got fat. Now that sounds cold and heartless and shit, but if we're talking if you're asking me, would I start looking at other chicks if you got fat and I lost attraction to you? Yes. The honest answer is yes, I would.
And like just because you're looking at other women, I don't think that constitutes a breakup per se for me personally.
That'd be insane.
What I mean? Like the sex may stop. You know what I mean? I'm not into bigger women. The sex may stop. You can't get my dick hard anymore. The sex will most likely stop. But I mean, the relationship is not based on sex alone. Sure. Is it?
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, a lot of it
Most
is sex.
of the relationship is based on sex.
I mean, that's if you build it around that. If you don't, there's a whole lot
That's
more
the
of
whole
shit.
reason
Like,
you're fucking even trying to be in a relationship.
At least initially,
I guess other people are different than I mean,
What are you looking for? A fucking bridge partner?
I'm looking. Yo, and what if I am? What the fuck is wrong with that?
Nothing.
Like,
Do you, man?
But be honest if that's what you're looking for.
I'm more of a Bonnie and Clyde type of dude. Like, I just want someone that's gonna be there when I'm fucking old. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we ain't fucking by then, that's cool. But like, you still here. Like, that's cool. That's even cooler. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for in the end. Like, I don't like This
Yelling
long
again.
road called life is very annoying to run alone. I personally feel that's why I make friends. That's why I like chilling with all you guys. So to have someone that's always your confidant, I think is the goal. Whether it's a he, she, whatever you want to call the person, them, they, the stars. I don't give a fuck.
We getting off track now.
Yeah, but it's all honesty.
You're talking. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to do, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I
it's
feel
not
you.
It's not just sex.
No, I mean, I do typically lean more with Kenny, where it is like at least initially, like all I give a fuck about is sex, and then like
I mean, initially,
it's like I would
after
say,
a
like
few
because I
years,
say
man,
guys,
that
all we
shit-
care about at first when we see a woman is sex, and then it grows from there afterwards.
Definitely.
If it's like after we fuck, it's like like what else is there?
That's
Do
why
I want
don't
to hang out with?
understand
This
like people who don't have sex before marriage. Like
That's
how?
insane.
Dude,
That's
it's wild.
insane for me. That's insane.
I had a friend recently tell us off podcast. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't have sex with my girlfriend until like 2 weeks into us dating," and I was like, "What if it sucked? Like, what if you fucked her and you're like, this is terrible?"
And
now
we're
you-
getting
now
into discussion real
Yeah.
quick. So let's get the
third.
last one. Social
Yeah,
intelligence.
Yeah, social intelligence is our third principle. So basically, be interesting, have a hobby. We always advocate, be funny, but just basically be interesting when you go up to someone, so that you can have something to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, have a way to rein them in. Don't just be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I have a dick."
Yeah, don't
Not
do that.
interesting. There are dildos in the
It's
world.
really nice out today, and I have a dick.
That's a little bit more interesting. Oh, he can read
Can
the
you
weather.
believe the weather?
Yo, drop that plug, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm your boy Karizmatik. You can catch me at Karizmatik with a K and ending in a K, IPE on Facebook, Karizmatik_me on IG and Twitter. And you can catch me at Dark Horse on the 19th, the Comedy Studio on the 15th, and at Capos on the 16th. Looking forward to seeing you guys there, and book me.
Oh yeah, Kenny Capozzi, what do you got to plug for the Kings?
We got our mics at 10. Mondays at the Granary Tavern, 170 Milk Street, and Wednesday nights we got the Asgard over on Mass Ave in Cambridge, and that's a Wednesday night at 9 o'clock show.
Yup. Be there.
Yeah. Ani Moush.
Ani_Moush on Instagram. Check out my Etsy store. You can see all my artwork and things like that. I'm doing custom things as well to buy Moush on Etsy or buy_Moush on Instagram. Check out the Kingz Podcast on Instagram as well at Kingz Podcast or Kingz Podcast. I thought I had something else to plug, and now I don't.
Hey, you should also try talking into the mic.
My bad.
There you go.
The Shannon thing.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Producer Dom. We have a contest going for our March 15th Sunday episode, talking with Shannon. Actually, I wish I should take that.
Okay. Yeah, the contest, Shannon Lee Hire from the Gas Digital Network. She does the Thing Is Ding podcast, No Disrespect, and she produces a lot of the shows on Gas Digital. Hilarious person. We're going to have her on, guys. If you share...
Follow the Kingz Podcast.
Follow Kingz, share, follow us everywhere, subscribe, then you can win a chance to call in and talk with Shannon for a couple minutes.
And if you check out, there's a post that you just have to share that post as well to enter.
Absolutely.
On the Kingz Podcast Instagram.
Dirty Dom, what do you got to plug?
Okay, Cats and Kittens. Dirty Dom is DTP_ZFG on Instagram. Dirty Dom Comedy on YouTube. You can just type in Dom Panzini or Dirty Dom into YouTube. Watch that motherfucker for hours and shit. We got the open mic that's going to change to an actual paid comedy showcase at Sammy's Patio on Revere Beach. We're actually going to figure out the ins and outs of that, but that's coming up again. Thanks for everybody who came last time. And what else? And you can follow me and Karizmatik himself doing Family Jewels, which is going to start recording, I believe, this week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and any open mics and shit. And I always do stand-up. And, it's fucking good old Dirty Dom.
Oh, yeah. Guys, Instagram and Twitter, it's Irish O'Neill. Follow me there. STC Podcast, Shit Talking Cunts. Follow us, like, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube. Call and talk shit with us. A couple days later, we're on iTunes and all major podcasting apps. Check out my band Dane Sleep. Pick up our album Fading Leaves on danesleep.bandcamp.com. You can catch us, the Kingz, on the 2nd of April. We have a show booked after the Thunder Bar open mic. It's going to be about relationships and dating fails and stuff. It's going to be tremendous.
The 9th.
And then it's still the 2nd.
Is it? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
Yep, still the 2nd.
April 2nd.
And then the 7th, you can catch me and Mason Smith. We're going to be the backing band for the Human Variety Show. So that should be a pretty fun time. And I
shit.
think that's fucking everything. Shout out to Elliot from Boston. And more to come on the network, guys.
All right, so let's hop straight into it.
Get it.
Kenny, you're an outspoken comic in the Boston scene, I would say. How would you put yourself? How would you place yourself?
In the scene?
I
don't know. I don't know. I talk when I feel like I have to. Does that make sense?
I would say you're one of the bolder voices. You're pretty blunt. You're out there. You get your point across pretty vividly. And you have a very colorful history. Would you say any of that is incorrect?
No, I agree with you. I think a lot of people are full of shit.
Yep, I agree with that.
They'll sit around and they'll joke with each other, but like their public persona, they'll be like, "Oh my god, I would never say that," and it's just like you were just saying shit like that over there.
Hate that.
Agreed.
It's like,
motherfucker.
it's like white people that wait to say the N-word until like a black person leaves the room, and it's like, hey,
Right.
oh,
Like
God,
I'm the totally opposite. Like I have the one joke where I do that, and I won't do it unless they're like, I'd rather be in a black room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it in front of white people with
Yeah.
no blood. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. They're not even gonna laugh because most
No,
of them
no,
don't have
no.
good humor.
Yeah, they'd be just horrified.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. This is one thing that I always appreciated from Kenny when I first met him. I think was at a gutter mic probably.
Probably, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Or and at I seen you at like that Heckle Fest too that they did at Octane towards the end. But is kind of like what you're saying is like. I constantly, just because how I look, run into people just sort of like judging me on a surface level, and people just immediately going, "Oh, he's dirtbag." And they don't interact with me. And Kenny was very just right away like, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm Kenny." Blah 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 blah. And you know what I mean? I take note of that of like who's like that in the scene and who isn't. So it's like, you know what I mean? It is, you can see who's fucking real and who's faking it and shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would say your style of comedy has really influenced my own. Just kind of like I said to Corey, you guys really you guys push the boundaries of like what's acceptable to say and like what
comedy should be.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you guys bring a harsh reality to comedy that I believe kind of invigorates me. You know what I'm saying? It makes me try to one up you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about me is more crass than these guys? You know
That's what it's all about, right?
And I was telling them the other day too, where it's like one thing that really bothers the fuck out of me with like Boston comedy is like the quote unquote roast battles they have here. Because like I came up watching like all the New York roast masters and shit like that, and it's like, man, like just nobody cuts deep here and shit. Like you hear like New York, it's like okay, do they have a relative that died recently? Do they have like they're looking for like how can I fucking hurt this person?
I forget who the girl was. I was watching one of the roast battles, but she was like the guy that she went against, like mother died or dad died in a car accident, and she said something like, you're only gonna be like a bump in the road like middle feature. I can't think of the fucking joke. It was hilarious.
And I feel like you do that shit here, everyone's like,
no, Nicole Arclair is a great roast battle.
I think it was a mediocre road feature like your mom's dead body.
Oh, shit.
my
Of
God.
course he would remember that shit.
Brutal, dude.
Dom would definitely remember that shit.
Dirty Dom.
And can I just say, dude, Kenny, when I first met you, bro, I was at the Midway, and I went up there, and I went off on some fucking crazy tangent about robbing people with a raccoon.
yes.
And dude, like you came up to me after and was like, dude, good set. And it was like one of the first times I hit Midway, and it meant a lot, brother.
Oh, do you want to suck
shit.
a dick?
yeah,
I hate
Do
you.
you want to suck a dick right after? Oh, dog.
Kenny.
I was going to say, does anybody else want to suck it?
I'm not getting
I'm saying.
soft on this podcast. Fuck you guys. I'll tell Kenny off screen.
All right, now that
Hey, man,
we've jerked his ego into our
I got no
Jesus
teeth,
Christ.
dude. I got no teeth. I can't even bite you.
Hell yeah, dirty Dom.
Oh, shit. So Kenny, what has been sort of your history with dating? Things like, have you been monogamous? How
At
many
some
people-
point. Yeah.
Okay, so-
and then like with my kid's mom, we became non-monogamous for a little bit, and then I don't know. It's
Like just had an open type relationship, or
yeah, but we didn't really like, neither one of us really utilized it, but occasionally we'd like fuck our neighbors together.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess you guys did use
only together, or did you have independence to like kind of fool
We
around?
did, but we didn't really utilize
Okay, I
it.
see what you're saying. It was just there. Okay.
Yeah.
And see, I always say too, this is a nice thing. Is sometimes it's nice, like it's nice just having it. Like,
Right,
you know,
right,
like,
right.
'cause you're like, cool. I don't feel like that shackles on me. Like Sean Bennett, who's going to be coming on the podcast at some point. He's a guy in Virginia, comic, really funny. He was on STC one time, and he was saying that a very similar thing to that, where and I'm trying to go on because I'm stoned as fuck, and I forgot what was I
This
just
is why I
talking
don't
about.
smoke on the podcast because I'll fucking forget.
You were talking about how it's good to not have those
Just-
shackles.
Oh,
on you.
Yeah.
because he said him and his chick have been open in theory for a year, but they haven't put it in practice yet. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, well, a year ago we both agreed we could be open, but neither of us have exercised that yet. And he's like, it's just nice having that option.
I mean, I don't believe it's there unless a person is exercising it. You know what I mean? Personally,
That's fair. No, and that's
Oh,
fair.
yeah, right.
Now you guys are just basically both staring at this, just being like, all right, who's gonna touch it first?
Right.
Who's gonna touch it first? You know, but if you touch it first, be like, all right, now I'm gonna touch it
Or
more.
just nothing's
like,
come
you know what I mean?
along that you want to touch.
Well, that's a lie. They both touch stuff together.
Yeah.
So
No. I'm
that's
saying
Yeah.
if you don't exercise it, that's what I mean by that.
I don't believe that as well.
Well, at the very least, you've had the conversation, so no one can get their feelings hurt if you do.
No
go
one
out and do
should.
something.
Someone will.
Yeah,
and that's why
fair.
nobody's done it yet.
Fair.
That's
Oh,
my
so,
opinion.
so you
That's
don't,
my
you don't
opinion.
think it's genuine?
I don't think it's genuine. That's why I say put it
Interesting.
to
You don't think it's a genuine
No.
no, but you think it could be? It's possible.
It's definitely possible.
Okay,
It's
so
definitely
it's basically until you see someone activate on that, then it's not really like has it really even been a thing yet?
It's
Okay,
not
I
a
see what
thing
you're
until
saying.
it's not a thing until it's a thing. Literally, it's not a thing until it's a thing. You guys can say whatever you want about this fancy little universe until it's an actual thing. Until someone's feelings are on the line, it's
Yeah.
not a thing.
No, there was an issue. Not an issue. There was an instance where she ended up going out with some guy, and then whatever, and then like a few weeks after that, like it was like I ended up running into like an old girlfriend just at a place. You know what I mean? So it was like I ended up going with her. So then like the next morning I come back and she's like, "Where were you?" And I'm like, "That's where I was." You know what I mean? And she was fine. You know what I mean? We
That's
stayed.
fair.
We stayed for a minute. That
That-
wasn't like the fucking why the relationship ended.
I completely understand that, but like that like inherently just like it's like damn, he got his one up real quick. You know what I mean? Like damn, like I mean,
Yeah.
I
Even the
don't
score.
want to disregard the situation, but it's like all right, cool. Like it's still played right into hand. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, sometimes the universe works like that.
You know, no, it does. So like I don't know what like I can't disregard it, but I don't want to count it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was dude, I don't do that now. I don't go out of my way to meet women.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
even men. I don't do I don't go out of my way to do that.
Oh, all right, let's
Yeah.
let's go there then. Let's go there. How do you identify? Do you identify?
I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I do. I'll fuck anything in a way,
There you
and I
go.
say that like so. It's like I definitely do gay shit and I do straight shit. So it's like I am by the fucking.
Yes,
the
By the
ru-
definition.
But I don't feel like it's like the gay sex is just like easy. You know what I mean? There's no.
Been saying that.
We've been saying that. We've literally been saying that.
There's
no
no-
trying in it.
There's
trying
no
in it.
nothing. Like you don't have to do anything. There's just like there's
It's
just
just fuck. Yeah,
that's
cool.
it. Yeah.
Like,
Like, hey,
it's
I'll
just-
see you around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's
Have you
like,
always been like that, like your whole life?
my first experiences sexually were with like friends of mine.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
shit.
like,
okay.
like guys, like just little kids, like hey, you fucking,
Just sucked each other's dicks for fun.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Yo.
play
No, I
Nintendo
You
or
guys
you
wanna
know,
hear
blow
I
something?
each
literally
other.
know like guys who have done that.
You guys want to know something weird?
What?
This is like when I was young. This is what we thought all little white boys were doing.
What, sucking each other's dick
Yeah,
on
we
Nintendo?
thought like
Hey, were you jealous?
if no, we just thought that like
We
that
just
was
like to take care of our friends.
Like,
Sorry.
like-
Charismatic's like, I wish I was white. All my little white friends are fucking blowing each other.
Hanging out with them white boys sooner.
No, like, I'm just saying, like it's crazy because like anybody like every time I ever have heard a story about boarding school, oh my god, like these little white
shit.
boys be getting down, bro. Like what the fuck, man. Like I had, cause like you ain't gonna find black kids in boarding school. There aren't that many of us making.
Well,
that
I
kind
don't.
of money.
My kid.
Unless they're playing
My
sports.
kid was just like this is probably sometime this year. Met this kid down the street from my mother's house. Like a little older. And he was a black kid, and then he was like, my kid was like, you just told me to go suck his dick in the bathroom. And I was like,
See what being in the
I was
suburbs
like,
does.
I was like, so.
See what being in the suburbs does to you.
I actually have a question. So, because I think maybe you're the first person
Hey,
with a
wait,
kid
what do you
that's on
mean
this
you
podcast.
actually have a question? Like we haven't been bringing up
No, no, no.
salient
I have-
professional points.
No, I
I've been
have
bringing up
another
some great
question.
points.
I don't think we've had someone who has a kid on this podcast yet.
What do you mean? I've got 4.
Okay.
That we know of.
That we know of. Have you had the sex talk with your kid yet?
No,
Are you going to?
nope,
You're not going to do it?
because he knows everything.
Yeah.
How does he know?
Yeah.
TV.
Internet.
Like, so he knows things, but sometimes he doesn't know exactly what it means.
Does
And
he ask you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll tell you the one thing that I heard that was very interesting. Dr. Drew said on a podcast recently. He was like, the one thing that he was like, kids are pretty well informed about sex, except none of them wear condoms.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
Like, he's like, no one is wearing condoms.
Bro. I work at right
like,
now.
it's a problem.
Right now, my day job is at a retail facility, and like literally, they buy more Plan B than they do condoms.
Goddamn.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, you know, if you buy one, you don't have to buy the other, and one is a third of the cost of the other. Like literally,
And one might
you
take
get
care
a
of two
few of them.
problems.
But dude, fuck condoms.
I'm with you. I mean, like, I'll do it like at first, like if it's like, all right.
Nah, man. I'm like I
I think it's like take it off anyway. You know,
Fucking
it's
roll
like
the
fucking
dice.
thing.
I enjoy fucking too much to do it for a limited time. You know, you understand what you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like, cause like I'm gonna stop once I catch something. So like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
What do you mean you're gonna stop?
Like
once you
I'm
catch
not
it?
gonna be passing shit on.
No, but you gotta go to
No,
a
but you-
doctor or
but-
something.
Not everything is curable, bro.
No, but think about
I
it.
guess.
You might you might not be able to get it's like a Lewis bit. It's like you couldn't get a 9 now regular, but you might be able to get a 10.
Wait,
herpes
yeah, with
10.
AIDS, yeah.
You get a herpes 10, dude.
Right.
Think about how many hot chicks have herpes.
Dude, you can only pass
And
it.
if you had
That's
herpes,
fucking, you
you
know what I
could
mean?
fuck another, like, you could fuck because think about it. There's probably a lot of 10, like, really hot chicks that have herpes and a really, like, bunch of, like, guys that have herpes. And then think about it. You could, like, so you're just
if
waiting.
You're waiting
you're
for
just,
you're waiting to catch herpes to jump your bracket.
What do you
That's
mean
just-
waiting?
Oh, okay, got you.
Kidding.
So if you want to jump your bracket, his advice is catch herpes.
I am getting kind of.
I'm just saying. If you got herpes,
I think
you
that's
could
the wrong
probably.
one.
He definitely
You
got
could
it from
probably, as
Dom.
long as you're not like, fucked up looking, you could
Appreciate it.
probably get a really good looking herpes chick that you couldn't get.
So, real question: are you telling your kid to wear condoms?
No, I don't think
He
he's.
ain't not-
I don't
he
think
ain't
he's
telling him
fucking
shit.
yet.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know
when
if they'll
the time
stay on.
comes.
Yeah.
My grandpappy didn't wear condoms. I didn't wear
I'm
condoms.
asking
And God
because
damn it, you
I've
won't wear
talked about
condoms.
this a number of times on this podcast where I never had a sex talk, but like my mom like just found out I wasn't a virgin like 2 weeks ago.
Did you see the video?
That one's not anywhere but on my phone. But but
Mom, check
I
the
always
phone.
wonder this now because
like, honey,
I don't
who's
know,
Kanye
I don't know
West?
what kids be doing now. You know?
Who's Kevin Hart?
Why is there so many black guys?
Yeah. Well, you guys had sex talks. You didn't.
Did
No.
you?
You did not, but you did. You
I
didn't?
didn't. No.
Really?
No.
I like found porn. in my house.
Yeah, I
so
found
it's just
porn
like,
on the internet.
I found
I had a
dicks
19.
first.
I had a 19-year-old
From dicks
fuck me when
first?
I was
Yeah.
16. And
Like
then
before I had any kind of sex talk, I had already had sex.
That's odd.
Yeah.
No,
well, I
it's
knew
not.
what
That's
to
not odd at
do.
all.
I'd figured it out.
I mean, it's not too hard.
Right. Yeah, but you knew what sex was, and you were
I knew
trying
what
to
it
have
was.
sex. You were trying to fuck.
Yeah, I knew what it was.
Yeah,
but
so
like
I mean-
no one formally was like, this is what you do. Like anyone
I
ever
don't know. My
told
parents
me
were
was
showing
like,
me how. They were like, "Hey, look, you stand like this."
Are you serious?
No.
Yo, she was like, really? Is that how it goes down?
I'm like, is that
Fucking
why you are the
goofy
way
bitch.
you are?
Could be. They had a PowerPoint presentation.
I lost my virginity to my babysitters.
I think the-
Babysitters?
Nice.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what to say
Whoa,
about
whoa.
that. Like,
3 of them.
3 of them.
I wanted to feel
showed you
bad,
guys
but I
the
started
pictures.
laughing before I could
Wait,
feel
wait,
bad.
wait. Hold on.
His
Your
mother-
first time was a foursome?
Yeah, with my babysitters. I was like 11.
Were they your
Drop
older
that
cousins or
fucking
something?
drop,
No,
Dom.
one was one was my
Older
neighbor's niece. One was a black girl that lived down the hill from me.
What is this, a Mother Goose rhyme?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And the other was
Was
a
an
girl.
Asian girl. Like, what the hell? This
I
guy's
had-
hitting all of
Fuck
it.
Charlie's
I-
Angels.
Living at the United Nations.
I had a girl who lived on the hill, and if she wouldn't do it, then her sister will.
Unbelievable.
Yo, this guy's something else, man.
Unbelievable.
That's our producer, Dirty Dom.
Yeah.
If you want to know.
Kenny, can I ask you how old is how many kids do you have?
Just one. He's 9.
He's not. True.
Just when he's 9, stop talking.
No more. 0 after that. That's a wrap.
Did you get cut?
No. I always
No,
pull
he's-
out.
No, yeah, he's just got
Like-
a sick pullout game.
Yeah, no. Seriously, I mean,
Except
he
for
was
that
like,
one time.
he was no. It was like there was like we were like
Look, the pullout
Not-
method is mostly safe as long as you aren't fucking. You have to be strict.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
you-
There's,
you-
there's no
you
one
have
more
to
second.
pull. Yeah,
you
There's
can't-
no
you-
one more
you-
second.
you-
No.
When you want
No.
that one more,
You pull. You,
even if you don't come, you
eject.
pull your dick out.
like I don't even give my dick control at that point. It's all arms.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like, I'm
facts.
sorry, yo, it's all arms at that point. It's bang, like it's
get
like
those-
it's like push up. You need to do push ups. You know what I'm saying? Get them crunches in. I'm talking them sideways shits. Like
Why are you yelling?
You get those sneaky bitches that throw in the leg lock, like, and you're like, yeah, what the fuck?
Nah, man. I turned into a transformer at that time. Like,
Yeah.
like nah, she gonna turn into
No,
origami,
no.
man.
Look, if they wrap their legs around you, you take your elbows and you just dig it into their thighs.
Nah,
do
what you
that,
do
and
is
that'll free you. Then you can pass their guard.
you do
Now
is
you get
it
top
hurts.
mount and then you elbow.
If they put their legs,
That's
they wrap their
happened
legs
before.
around
That
you.
hurts,
You pick
dude.
them up and you power bomb them.
you give them a nice Batista bomb.
You like that, bitch?
Were you saying something? I forget what it was.
I don't remember.
I don't know. You guys talking over our guests and shit.
I just wanted to
It
power
was-
bomb, bitch.
You guys were
What you
talking
want?
about the first sex talks that you got, and
Sure.
No sex talk. The internet was my sex talk.
We had a video they showed us in like fifth grade gym, maybe sixth. At some point in middle school, I remember there was
You
like
had
a
it
health
in
day.
middle school.
Yeah, in middle school, they played like a video. They got all the boys together and all the
11th
women
grade
together
for me.
separately, and we each had to watch our own like
11th grade
sex
health
talk
class.
video or whatever with like the gym teacher, Mr. Grace.
They went to the 11th grade health class to tell girls about their period, and this is Catholic school, yo, and sex in general. Like it was in health.
Wow.
Like
I went to Catholic school. It was like second, third grade. We had
You
like
guys did it
sex.
that early?
There was like, it wasn't like graphic, but they sent like a thing home where you
Your
had to
Catholic
sign
school
a
fucked.
East
That's
Boston
what I was
Central
saying about my
Catholic.
roommate. Remember, she had sex talk in like the third grade
Yeah,
at school.
they
in
sent, but it
Catholic
wasn't
school.
like fucking like I remember the one in high school where they were like,
Yeah.
you know, the fucking pregnancy and all that shit. They like the video, like this
Don't
is
have
childbirth.
sex.
Dude, did you guys ever have to bring like the fucking robotic baby thing home?
No.
No.
None of that.
Dude.
School, we couldn't afford those things. How much are fucking robotic babies? And
Well,
someone's
it-
gonna
it
try
just,
to fuck
it just looked like
I
a
went to
doll baby. It
public
just looked like a
school.
doll baby. I went to public school too.
I went to public school
I
here.
went to public school in Connecticut.
Okay, well, Connecticut's. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, y'all got money.
I was,
okay,
yeah, I was at the very low tier. I was,
What, yours were just animatronic where theirs were fucking androids?
I
Like,
was-
what the fuck is going
well,
on?
well, you met, there was the rich kids, and then there was like me and Dirty Mike's group.
Who still comparatively to us was rich. You had animatronic babies, bro. Like,
They weren't. It was like literally like just the generic looking baby doll, but it like had the thing where you had to bring it home and you
Did
had
it
like
poop?
you had a
Did
no,
it
you had a
move at all?
bracelet thing, and it would start crying, and you had to figure out if you had to put this fake bottle in its mouth or if you had to change its diaper or some bullshit. And it was just meant to be an asshole, and then you had to bring it home, and you either passed or failed. Like one kid, I remember Jimmy failed because the thing just wouldn't stop crying, and he was like, "I'm done," and he just put it in the garage, closed the door off, and let it sitting there all night.
I mean, that's what you got to do with kids.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, they'll shut up eventually. You know,
I
you
remember
can't just
mi-
keep going
mine
over
wouldn't
there.
stop
Oh, what's
crying.
wrong?
I wanted to just ankles like take it to the wall, but you know,
Goddamn.
that's it
wow.
was
I
terrible.
see why they gave it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably would have passed with like eggs and some shit. Like,
Yeah.
probably would have worked out.
what
I was
school
ill.
did you go to, Kenny?
East Boston Central Catholic.
Oh shit!
Then I went to Latin for a little bit, and then East Boston High, and then I dropped out and went to City Roots.
Holy shit! Dude.
City Roots. Mayor Menino gave me my GED. It's a fact.
I went to Seacoast.
Seacoast? What was that, Tom?
Seacoast Academy in Revere for troubled youth.
Oh, it was like the same thing. It was like an alternative high school.
Yeah, we had metal detectors and shit. It was fucking fun.
Goddamn.
Yeah, they have to get probed every day.
It was awesome.
Hey.
So-
Sit and cough.
So, what's sort of your philosophy in terms of like a relationship, or like your like in terms of the male-female dynamic, or even the male-male dynamic in a relationship? Like, what is your sort of philosophy? Like, I think the easiest way to boil mine down is like, for me, it's like the king-queen mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right now. I'm just like I'm in like solo mode. It's just like I'm like I don't know. I can't. I like I have too much shit that I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to be like tied back. Like or like so it's just like. But if like how you were saying earlier, like, you know, that whole like the king queen thing, you know, you have somebody, that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It is nice, you know, but it's just like
So you need someone that's basically anyone that's going to come into your life because of how busy you are. They need to be able to just sort of like
Roll with the
acclimate and
punches.
roll around you.
yeah,
They
and I
can't
want to
be
like
adding
I want to be
stress
like a
and shit.
fucking road comic, like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't need some fucking be like, oh, are you fucking somebody? Like it's like shut the fuck up. I don't need that.
They just
Yeah.
need to be down for the plan, no questions asked.
They
just
definitely got to
fucking
have
like-
yeah, like I'll be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I'm totally with that. Like
Yeah.
this is like this this is how it's going. Like that's like I said that shit on. It was like women bother me. Like so I'll be dead honest with whoever I'm with, right?
Yeah.
And like I was talking to this chick, and then I'd be like mention like guys, like I'll do it. And she was just like peace.
Yeah. No, like a lot of women are super threatened by that because now not only are
and
they
I
in
think
competition
she's a
with women-
fag.
Yeah, that makes it worse. That makes it worse.
I mean, I think that like totally you should be able to use that word.
Yo, I
Calling
honestly agree.
her
I honestly agree.
that.
I honestly agree. I use it for flamboyant ass people. What is it called? Pretty boys. I'll use it on pretty boys. I don't give a fuck if they're straight or gay. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like
What, the word fag?
Yeah, that's
For
exactly
me,
like,
it's just anyone that's annoying.
nah. For me, it's so you have to be super flamboyant. Like you have to be.
I
like,
literally take the Louis C.K. like bit like in terms of mentality, and I think that conveys the best for me. Where it's like I would never call a gay guy a faggot,
Right.
unless he was being a faggot.
Right,
Like, you know what I
right.
mean? It's just kind of like.
you know. Have
It's,
you ever met
or
one
you
of
can even
those-
change it to cunt. Like you know what I mean? It's like faggot's like synonymous with cunt.
Have
for
you
me.
ever
Like,
met
I
one
call
of
my
those-
friend.
No,
I call,
no. I mean, the way we
For
use
me,
them.
for
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. Like I would I'd call my friend a faggot and mean it in a loving way, or I'd call like just some dude that's being a dickhead to me a faggot.
Like I'm sorry, like if you're one of those guys that's like your hat matches your shirt, that matches your shoes, and like someone scuffs your shoes.
My friend Ford.
And someone scuffs your shoes.
My
You're like, oh my god,
ex-boyfriend.
my shoes, blah blah blah. You're being a fag. You're being a faggot. In that moment, you're being a fag. Like literally, oh my god, my shoes, blah 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 blah. Like bro, relax. It's their shoes. They're fucking shoes. You can buy another pair. You can do whatever the fuck you need to do. Like be a man the fuck up. Like, fuck. Shit.
Whoa.
Like person up. I don't give a fuck at that
I
point.
get so mad.
Person.
No, that's why they
Wow.
they literally
Yeah.
they
Who
lit-
stepped on your shoes, man?
I know.
not my shoes, like people that are like really like flamboyant like
No,
that
see,
get on my
It's
nerves.
gonna be
I-
fine. It's
I
gonna
think
be fine. That's the way they live.
Wait, maybe I'm gonna bullshit here a little bit, but I'm gonna guess why black people get extra pissed off when you scuff their shoes, because you guys didn't have shoes in Africa. Now that you have shoes, it's kind of like it's a little bit of like a status thing. Like look at like this nice shit and how far we've come, kind of thing. And it's like for someone to do
It's
it,
like
it's like
beating your
extra
kids.
disrespectful.
Well, no,
Like it's almost insulting to like how far you guys have come.
it's a little bit more like we already had to kill 20 whiteys to get these shoes. Now we got to kill 20 more. Do you know how hard it was the first time to go unnoticed? You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't understand.
My dad told me that a fag is someone who plugs their ears with their fingers when a fire truck goes by.
Your father's Diaz kid?
Yeah,
It's
basically.
hilarious, bro.
Basically.
Yeah, no, we met his father. It's wild.
Oh my God,
It's
Dom.
everything if you meet Dom and you go, what must his fucking father be like?
just checks out.
That.
Yeah.
Whatever your brain
Yeah.
goes to is that.
Yeah.
He was like rubbing his hand
Dude,
up
his-
and down my back.
Dude, his dad was heckling him during his set the entire time. It was amazing. He was like,
Yeah.
yeah. At one point, he's like, what? He was like,
It was so
he's like, I'm
much
trying to
fun.
do this mic because people are
Yo.
so sensitive in Boston. He's like, what am I supposed to do when I go around Harvard? And his dad was like, I would have preferred he went to Harvard instead of all those legal fees. God damn it!
Oh shit, kid.
The whole time just going at Dom. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
but I kind of wanted to snap back real quick because, like, about the girl you were talking about that she bailed on you once you told her about the guy part.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Yeah, and Ani's eyes went up like because she was inquisitive about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be put off by that at all? Answer honestly.
I don't know because I've never been presented with that, but I don't think it bothers me that much. I don't know. Are you saying you're gonna bring someone in, like another guy? Because I've done that.
No, like he's taking dick or giving dick to the guy.
Like while
Like-
we're
like
seeing each other.
You're seeing each other, but he wants to go like basically open, but he wants to fuck another guy.
What's the difference? If you're open, you're open.
Yeah.
That's my whole like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter who you're
shouldn't
fucking.
fucking
Yeah.
matter.
You're fucking someone else. Period. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
No, but like, would you have any?
right now. No, I mean as long as you're using condoms and shit like that, obviously. But like if you're in an open relationship, I think if you have your main person and you're gonna fuck anybody else, like you have to use condoms. That's just my thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Law, yeah, that's law.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't like go like, sleep with somebody else and then go back home and then fucking sleep with
Right.
them, not
Yeah.
not knowing even if I
Right.
fucking pick something up. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you maybe asked me this like 5 or 10 years ago, I might have been a little bit more inquisitive.
Be like, fuck no, I ain't fucking no faggot.
Not even that. Not even that. But like, I've dated people who probably are walking the line of could be, maybe, and aren't open with themselves, or like, you know.
Right. See, that's the shit I love too, right? Because like a lot of society will be like, well, you're just gay and you're in the closet or something. And I'm like, I'm talking about this shit in public.
Especially with like people with foreign families or like immigrant parents and stuff like that might not be like as open. I think it's something, at least
Yeah,
like,
but they
in
got
my
gay
community-
people over there too.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
they
it's
just
harder
hide
to
it.
come out.
Yeah.
It's harder to come out. So like, for instance, like in the community that like my people are from, like it's pretty hard to come out like as a gay female or male, like in the Armenian community, in my opinion, or at least that I've seen. So I think it's really hard. Like I'll see some people and I'm like, yeah, you probably walking the line a little bit, and then they're not enough, like don't have the wherewithal to like be open with themselves.
And you should call them fags too.
Yeah.
See, like,
No, it's like, dude, if you're gay, you're gay. See, that's the
just
thing.
be
I
okay.
don't like. I'll, if I'm in
No,
the
like-
mood, but like, I don't feel like I could be in a relationship.
like
Okay.
I know, like
Yeah.
I
Like,
feel like
that's-
I feel like he sees sex a little bit similar to the way I do. Like sex is more important than who you're having sex with.
What do you mean?
You rather have sex
Oh yeah.
than not have it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very black and white.
Yeah, it's like, am I going to take the sexual opportunity?
not
or
making
Yeah,
love.
it's like I don't feel like jerking off tonight.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally that.
A warm
So,
hole
like,
always feels better than your hand.
Yes.
not like
100%.
boom,
That's
boom.
for a
That-
guy. It's literally.
I mean, you
that
could
stuff.
spit on
Boom.
it. It's only
Yeah.
warm for a second.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get sick of gel pretty quick.
Yo, like, yeah, because you'd be the one getting fucked.
Dude, jail is mad.
No, Jill.
Oh, I thought you said jail. I thought he said I would get sick of jail pretty quickly. I was like, yeah,
no.
motherfucker, with that long
Oh,
hair,
yeah,
you
no.
would.
Oh, believe me, I would. I'd be like, word, I'm going to jail. Shave that all off immediately. Hell
Then
no.
he get beat up.
Can you imagine
look
what
like-
a
he look like-
skinhead he'd look
Yo.
like?
Dude, serious.
Yo,
What
be
choice
running.
do I have if I go to jail?
Dude, you'd be like the head.
I
or
at least got to
the
cut it
second.
short. I at least got to cut it short. Or
you have to
something.
cut it short. You look like a nerd then, because if you go to too short or you go too long, you're getting fucked either way.
Yeah.
Like,
Either way, you're getting
I'm
fucked.
getting fucked, guys. My incentive to not go to jail is I will.
I
get
think
fucked.
you'd be.
See, that's the thing too. Like, I wouldn't like partake in that kind of a situation in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it was like, I don't know. It was like, it was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
that's like
you
a.
wouldn't rape you unless it was a consensual.
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Like, I wouldn't be going like out of my way to
No,
do
but
like some
you're-
gay shit in jail just for like, or like let it happen to me because like I was maybe be like, I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's
Have
just
you
like,
seen pictures of Irish with his hair short?
Yeah.
Have you?
I don't think so.
He looks like a different fucking human.
Yeah, he does.
Like, you want to talk
Handsome
about
as
pretty boy?
fuck.
Look, I explain it like this. Like I do a service to everyone. Everyone who has a girlfriend should thank me because I take a personal handicap with the long hair, and I'm still let's be honest, I'm still gorgeous with the long hair, but
Okay,
like
this is not where I was trying to
guys,
get
come
at.
on.
If
I mean,
Irish with short hair shows up,
bro,
Different
If I-
human. You're not
if
trying
I
to
walk
tell me
in-
he's not gonna get fucked.
You're yelling.
bro, watch the fuck out if I roll in looking like that. It's
dude,
over.
that's because he must have killed somebody and needed to change his description.
Yeah, what was
What? No, nothing. Anyways,
Oh, never.
moving on.
Oh, moving on.
Did look like a serial killer though. I'm just saying. It looked
My,
like
my
a-
favorite my
And-
favorite thing ever was speaking of looking like a serial killer. The best like it wasn't even meant as a roast really, but it was my friend Chase and his dad. And his dad lived out like kind of like out in the woods kind of bit. He was like a cool like kind of like old hippie dude, and he was just like a chill dude, would smoke weed with him and stuff. And it was like me, Chase, and like two of our friends. We were sitting there outside and just smoked a joint, and then his dad like turned and looked at me. He's like, it's like, Irish, the great thing about you is, when you're sitting there, someone looks at you and they either think like you could just be the most nice, peaceful, loving guy, or you could just be the most psychotic serial killer the world hasn't discovered yet. And I was just like, yeah.
That's
I ever
the
see-
look
And then
I was going for.
If I ever see you cut your hair, I'm gonna get very concerned for the world. You gonna kill somebody? Probably several hundred people.
Nah. I've thought about it in the last year, but I'm like, I like
Fucking working up at the new building at the Saugus High School, right?
Yeah.
So it's like brand new construction, brand new high school, right? And my old neighbor's a principal, right? And he goes, is it all like round now? You know, so like it's all rounded, all the hallways. There's no like straight hallway and then a 90-degree turn. Like it's not like that. It's all like it has curves and there's all these things. And he's like, is there like, so it's like there's like down the hall you could like stick in. It's all like school shooting designed, like for like if there's a shooter, you know what I mean? Like there's like it's like the way it's somebody built it is to like help kids.
We built
That's what interior designers do.
Yes,
by
that.
the way.
You just nailed it.
We have built shooting into the norms of school.
Right.
No,
they're like
you're precautionary. You're
no,
building safety.
No. But think about this. You've now permanently built safety for shootings in school. You are now prepared for shootings in school. Like
it shouldn't be that way.
Well,
but
I mean, we had.
boom, there you go.
I have a much cheaper solution.
Oh God.
All right, now, Miss
Damn,
Fuckface.
unclench your butt cheeks. Relax.
We
See,
have
that's what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? When they clench too tight, then you can't get it in the booty cheek. Then they're not open to suggestions. Not open to some feng shui.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
relax.
Some bung shui.
Smelled us.
we have all these.
Smell my
If
finger.
we have all these homeless veteran problems stuff, why don't we just hire homeless veterans to fucking like patrol around schools?
Yes, that's what we
You're
want.
giving homeless veterans jobs, then you're not having to really change anything. They
I don't
want to
want
protect
anybody with
kids. They
weapons
love
around
they love
schools.
America and shit.
No.
No, not in the schools. On the.
I don't want anybody with weapons around schools.
Yeah.
Like,
We had
let's not normalize weaponry. Like I don't think that's the way to go with this shit.
We had a
like,
police station right across the street from our high school, and they had an arsenal and shit.
Like,
in
if
there,
you want to
too.
get a gun
Like,
license, get a gun license. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's not I don't want people walking down the street with
we had
like
a cop- we had a
AK-47s
cop-
ever become a normal thing. There are too many unstable fucking people
I
out here.
guess,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
what's the difference of like we had a cop that was in our school pretty much every day? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like he's got a gun
Bro,
on him. What's the
congratulations
stop?
for you. I don't feel comfortable with that shit. You
I
think
don't-
you think my experience
I
with the
don't
cops
either.
is anything comfortable with yours?
I don't either. I don't want him around the kids.
Bro, understandably, but at your school, everyone was white. I could see kids getting shot all the time anywhere I went to
Hey,
school.
there was like 10.
Okay, that 10 would have gone pretty quickly. Well, they didn't. So like, but like, no, like my experience with police is definitely not your experience with police, and I don't want guns normalized in any way because that just looks like me getting shot over and over and over and over again.
So I'm gonna just make a quick connection right now because I know that we wanted to talk about this with Kenny. Speaking of guns and hunting, do you want to talk about hunting versus not? How we talk about how when you hunt.
I mean, go ahead and
Talk
introduce the
about it.
conversation.
I don't know. I forget how you worded it.
How do you get a bitch?
Yeah.
There we go. That's it.
Thank
What's
you.
It's like a happenstance.
I want to do this. Let me.
You know what
let me
I'm
set
trying
the
to
stage.
say.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yes,
now.
thank you.
Let me set the stage. All right.
Thank
so
you.
like, let's say like you haven't had any for a little while, right?
Yeah.
And you're going out tonight, and you're going out with the intention of picking someone up to bring home. You understand
Yes.
what I mean? I want to know what is your take going female versus male? On you just want to get home tonight. You just need to get it off.
I
What
am
is your
like,
route to take them down?
it's not gonna happen.
How so? What do you mean?
It's just because I won't do anything, and it's just like either way. And guys like I at Antane, this dude was like, "Hey, you want to go jerk each other off in the bathroom?" And I was like, "No."
Ladies, you see how much easier guys are? Like, I was too easy, man.
But I was like, I probably would have fucking did something. Do you know what I mean? But I was like, I don't want to go to the bathroom with you, you fucking weirdo.
oh my god,
That's how girls feel.
that's hilarious. I can't
What,
believe
what?
like
Say it again.
That's how girls feel all the time.
that
When
was the
you're-
proposition. That was terrible.
See, that's so we
Yeah,
had
I'm like,
this
you're not gonna buy me a
conversation. If like,
Like,
if a guy comes up to a female and says that,
Oh, I can't say that to you.
you want to jerk each other off in the bathroom?
Yeah,
No,
maybe
I
that's.
would- I
He would ask
not.
you to jerk off in the bathroom?
No, I
You
wouldn't.
would jerk each
I
other
wouldn't
off
say
in the bathroom?
that.
no, this is a
Ani, what are you packing? Because
I'm sorry, wait.
Ani said
6
it's
or more. What do you got? Big clip.
bastardization of what I've said are you trying to convey?
no. How would you approach a female in a bar if you're trying to get her to go home? with you?
Irish is good. Irish can do some work.
Yeah, right. You saw that Irish bitch I brought on tape
No,
that one time?
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was tremendous. I can't believe that bitch sat through 2 open mics with me. That was
God
Brutal.
bless.
Yo, he's a monster.
God bless.
I gave her the out after Sally's. She's like, no, let's go to the other one.
Yo, man. Yo. That was quite the night for you, man.
It's tremendous.
Quite the night.
I'm trying to think. Well, it would depend on the girl.
We've talked about this before on this
So
podcast.
you're-
It's like I know
Hunting
all the
versus being
fucking.
hunted.
Right.
Versus
You know what I mean?
spending time with the deer. This whole conversation that we had.
I think I know which side of the fence he's on. So all right, so what she's talking about is that like, so his style of hunting is that you learn from other hunters. You know what I mean? Like you talk to other
Yes,
guys
thank
and you
you.
learn.
Oh no, I know
experience.
I've like you know what I mean. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I just don't do. I don't know. Maybe I'm depressed.
No,
or
but
something.
which do you think
know
is a
what I
better
mean?
hunting method?
Okay.
Actually going to hunters for the experience, or like with mine, my
Oh,
two
just
best
going
friends
at
were
your
like,
on your own, like.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
well,
spending time with like getting to know someone and then trying.
I got
fuck
to
them.
know women, and that's where my opinion of how to approach.
Don't
women
you think
comes
you
from.
might get friend zoned easier and like that?
Definitely,
You know what I mean?
definitely. You
'Cause-
take a lot
'cause
more
she
risk.
could be like, "Why isn't he trying to fuck me?"
No, like I'm like that. That's always evident. There's never a girl that's told me that like they've never
He's
felt like I
saying
wouldn't
his knowledge
fuck.
came
Like,
from sitting back and he acknowledging he was in the friend zone and watching the women's interactions with each other, them talk about the problems with their boyfriends and getting the insight from that. He's basically, you know what he is. If you were trying to study hippos and you made a big giant fake fucking hippo and you were hiding inside of it around the other hippos and you're like, okay, the bitches react this way to that.
So
right back to base.
basically, I learned how women
And Irish
act
just
from
takes a
women.
shot.
I learned how
like,
women act
right
from
off the
women,
bat.
and he
I
was
just hurl
told how
fucking
women act
spear
from
in.
men.
Yeah.
He was told how women act from men, and I learned how women act from women, and basically that's how our styles differ, but we have the same mentality.
Yes. All right.
If I can get because
So where do you lie? Is my
Yeah.
question. Like, which one would you identify with? Do you think that you spend more time with women and that's how you get to know how to get in with them, or do you think you're saying you don't go up and take a shot right away?
No.
Oh damn! See.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
But I don't do that either. I don't do
Exactly.
anything.
So what-
So where
I'm
did
like
you-
a
so you
vocel.
where
I'm
does
like,
where
in a
does
way,
your
and then sometimes I just get laid.
where does your understanding of women come from? I think is more so the question.
yeah.
My I don't think I really have like a
just your in general experiences through life, like succeeding or failing with them, right?
Yeah. So like I'll always end up like in a relationship, you know, and that'll last a long time, you know, like.
But how do you get to that
Okay.
initial relationship? Just from spending time with them?
When does the interaction look like up
Yeah.
until the relationship?
Usually we just, I don't know, like we just start hanging out. You know what I mean? Or like we've hung out before.
So
this
I would
side
say
table's on the
I
same
I would
side.
say yours is a little bit more
Yeah,
similar
like,
to mine.
I don't do that
yeah.
like that. Oh, but I have like met chicks off like apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're not like taking guys' advice on how to pick up women.
I've
per
like
se.
you know
But-
listened to Black Phillip and you know fucking you know like what's it fucking red pill shit or you know what I mean I know like I get the whole idea.
Yeah.
I
but
just
that's not
don't
your
put
approach.
it into action.
Yeah.
No, it's like a great approach. I mean,
It's a
just-
great mentality, yeah.
Okay.
I like over fucking think everything. You know?
Same.
So it's just like, and then I'm like, I just like, I don't want to put in the effort. You know? It's like
Why are you scared of the
Both out.
rejection, or is it just
no, it's just
time-consuming?
like, it just seems like a lot of work.
See, you don't want to hunt the deer. You want the deer to kind of like walk up to you and you can kind of like pet it, and then
Yeah.
stab it.
Yes. I don't have the energy. You know, I just
So
don't.
he's just a lazy hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
100%.
Because you know what it's like.
You want some nuts and
Because you know what it is
berries?
like. Because I always
You go to the petting
I always
zoo.
do the hunting.
Yeah. Sometimes I have paid to fucking get laid before.
That's fair.
Sometimes you have to, yo. It sucks out there.
But even
They've always been cool. Too.
I've had instances
Usually
where
are.
I've obviously had instances where women have approached me before, like whenever I go to like those goth clubs, oh dude, I clean up in there and shit. Like
You would
like
definitely
I told you about the time of the nightmare fucking the nightmare orgy that didn't happen here because one bitch got her feelings hurt. I get out of an Uber, I'm wearing my big fur coat and shit. All right, I take 2 steps up, I light a joint, lean against the wall. No, this random stranger chick that's obviously coming to the same event is walking up. She looks at me. I'm like, "Oh, nice fur coat. Looks like we're matching tonight." And then she lights a cigarette right next to me, and then talk for about 2 minutes. I'm like, "Word, I'll see you inside." And then like
Abridged version, right?
30, yeah, this is the abridged version. 30 minutes.
We're not doing the story
no,
again.
no.
I'm on Ani's team.
Yeah. 30 minutes later, I'm dancing with a chick, I'm biting on her neck and shit. Blah blah blah. But you know what I mean? It's just like there are
So did
times.
the whole party take their clothes off?
Yeah, I mean, girl gets back here, girl cries, blah blah blah. Guy comes back, guy goes,
How
guy
many
comes
times
back.
have you
How
heard
many-
this
how
fucking
many-
story
it's
on
a
this
lot of-
How many
podcast?
people are we talking?
We're talking
Just
4 people.
It's just 4 people.
Oh, That was like fucking me, my fucking my
Barely an
neighbor.
orgy.
There you go.
4G.
There you go.
Oh, 4G.
I mean, you gotta get it in.
That's
I mean,
Dom's first
wait,
time. You ain't shit.
So like, wait. So like, you guys. All right. So when you
I
guys,
thought you meant like Caligula.
when you guys force them up, do you guys just switch or do you guys do-si-do?
What the fuck is Dosey?
Like,
Y'all
you both
just go,
fuck
like-
in the same room.
No, y'all all just like anybody fucks anybody or like
Isn't
you
that
guys just
switch? That's the same.
No,
thing,
switching
right?
just switching wives.
Oh yeah, no, it was everybody was fucking with each other.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to the root of. Like,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
this a
yeah.
huge mosh pit of like? Just,
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I need to understand.
If
This
you're
is
at
very
the party, you know what I mean? It's that kind of
You know what I'm
party.
saying?
I'm
Like-
playing along.
The shit happening. There's things going in holes and holes happening on things. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been to a naked orgy party.
Oh, I think you'd enjoy it.
You think?
I think everybody would, as long as
fun.
you're not
It's
fucking
fun.
like
It's fun.
hung up on shit.
On who? Like, first off, though, you can't be hung up on who touches you. You can be like, no, but like, you can like someone's gonna walk by, but like, it happens. You know what I mean? It happens, or someone just grabs the piece and it's like, no. Not you. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Like, so
You're
like,
just walking along. It's
Yeah,
nope,
like,
nope, yup.
I've never
okay.
been to one of those things. Like you go, you have like like a party. They have them at, like hotels and
It's
shit.
like
but,
finding the best apple. You're like, not this one. It's kind of lumpy.
not
it's
my
a little
kind of apple.
soft.
You know?
oh shit.
This one's got a brown
This
spot
one
on
makes
it.
me want to cry.
It's getting the best slice of pizza that has the bubble on it.
I love the bubble. Dude.
Yeah.
Big fan of the bubble.
Oh my god. Oh man, throw fucking only.
Road fucking only.
Yo, hit me one of my drops, bro.
I eat ass.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Do you
Thank
eat
bro.
ass?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Woo!
First date.
It's
Wow.
yo, me too.
Wow.
Yo, depending. If they look like they booty
Yeah,
shake,
yeah,
then
yeah,
no,
yeah,
hell
yeah,
no.
yeah.
If they look like
Maybe if I'm drunk. I don't know.
like
Yeah, I'm up real
I
quick.
have to
I'm
make
like,
the confirmation that there are wet wipes carried. You know what I mean? Like, if there's some wet wipes carried, all right, I may give it a whiff real quick and see if we can, go dining. You know, like
I eat ass, okay?
you can't just be locking, loading tongue, bro. Like that's an asset right
I
there.
mean, just do a little quick taste test like a battery.
No. Nah. First off,
It's like in pennies.
taste is like what? 70% smell. So I'm gonna smell first. I'm gonna get 70% of that punishment. I ain't going a full 100%.
It
Nah,
does-
You just put a finger in it.
Why not? If you're gonna
I'm
go tongue,
just asking. Why are you yelling?
if you're gonna go tongue, you
I'm
haven't tested
asking
a
why
finger.
are you yelling as
Yeah.
you yell? You
No,
fucking
that's
goof.
the funny part.
If
Did you ever
you're
eat a
gonna,
little poo poo?
if you're gonna tongue it down, you really haven't you really haven't put a finger in already. You really haven't put a finger in already. If you're gonna tongue it down, you haven't put a finger in. You haven't tested it with the finger. You haven't touched it with a finger, and you already hit it with some tongue.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
How you gonna touch a dry butthole with your finger? Are you gonna lick it? Yeah,
come
but
on now,
still,
come
yeah,
on,
I
like-
guess you're right, little pussy.
You could be making out and you get down there real quick. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true,
Like
that's
you check
true.
it out later. Like
Sometimes you gotta taste yourself. Sometimes.
you gotta check it.
I don't even want to make out first. I just right for the ass.
Wow.
Yo, I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that,
Wow.
man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hit that ass drop, Dom.
Savage. Savage.
I
Yeah, dude.
eat ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
People in the comments are loving the ass talk.
Oh God. One of you fucks call in. Jesus Christ.
I had something. You had me on somewhere. I don't remember.
Taste tests. Eating ass.
No.
Usually if you do doggy, like the second move and that thing cracks open, you can usually smell it. Like
Yeah.
If it
That's
stinks,
that's true.
stinks,
If it's
yeah,
bad.
yeah. If it's bad, yeah, you'll get
Good
that
to
whiff.
know.
Yeah, no. That's why wet wipes are essential, yo. Like ladies, when you bend over, everything's wide open. So like, yeah, I respect girls that respect themselves and keep it down. And I'm gonna make sure my balls don't reek. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gotta be OCD about that shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I know
Yeah.
I'm depressed. Like when my balls start itching.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm like,
Oh, no.
yeah, because I'm like, I should shave.
I don't-
It's been a minute.
That's from under.
And then I'll
cheese.
shave and I'll be like, oh, I'm feeling better.
That's how I feel when I shave my legs.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's the
new
same.
woman. Yeah.
I don't grow body hair.
That's nice.
I'm Armenian,
No body.
you know
hair.
what
I
I
wish I
mean?
didn't fucking hairy.
Yeah, I mean, just
Brutal.
I do all right.
I can barely find a hair. Can you find one? I can't.
Why do you have no hair?
I'm African. It wouldn't make sense for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Smooth.
some might have genetically picked it up through some other ancestors, but like think about a hot terrain. Why would I have heat to keep more heat on me? My hair does a great job of retaining heat. You know what I'm saying? So
Makes
that'd be
sense.
bad. That'd be really bad for my skin.
That's why you a hothead.
You know what I'm saying?
Hothead.
It also retains moisture very well too. It's awesome.
Wow.
Which is good for dry weather.
I see.
You see? You see? It all comes together. You see? White people are like, can I touch it? No. It retains moisture. Your hands are oily. Stop it.
Wash your damn hands.
Wash your hands.
Don't get the corona on my head.
Yo, man. I never thought that fucking the Asians would be the ones to come out with the corona. I thought that'd be a Mexican thing.
That's brutal. Jesus.
Stroke.
I want you to know, I literally thought of that earlier in the day, and I would never say this out loud because it's so happy. And you went there. How dare you?
Bro, like,
My
I'm
bit
sorry.
on stages, I thought coronavirus would start in Chelsea, Massachusetts, not fucking China.
Yo, white people haven't contributed anything to the pathogen game for a long time.
I
Since
know, we
the
need a
flu,
new virus.
Y'all haven't come out with a new virus since
Bubonic
the
plague.
flu.
The
Like,
plague, yeah.
That only killed white people. We crossing boundaries over here. Y'all catching Ebola. Y'all catching fucking bird flu from Asia and shit.
I'm good
We
on
getting
all
y'all.
that.
We
I'm
getting
good.
y'all.
Yeah.
We ain't catching no more European shits no more. Y'all catching us.
Ew.
Fuck that. Yo, catch this shit, yo.
That's this shit.
Catch this shit, yo. That should be a.
I don't even think it's real.
Yo, that should be a drop right there. Catch
Imagine.
this shit. Yo.
I'm prettier than this man.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I got my Goldilocks going
You
on.
definitely are.
Thank
How
you,
dare
bro.
you, sir.
Thank you. You want to go to a few of these clips?
Yeah, we can get into the clips.
Yeah, these are some good clips. We got some good clips for y'all today. Yeah, you want to read that, Irish?
Yeah, let's take a little peek at this goodness.
Poke at a pick.
Instagram model and Moneybag Yo's alleged ex-side piece, Karina Corbalon, charged with murdering boyfriend, shot him 5 times.
If this is not appropriate for Kingz, I don't know what it is.
Oh my God.
Because I want to see her pay for what she did to my family.
Oh, shit.
Also, right now at 4:30, an outraged
Jesus,
mother
let's do
talking
good.
to the judge through her tears and emotion.
Yo, pause that,
She
pause
stepped-
that, pause that,
Wow.
pause that.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, but
Dude.
the upper part.
Why do the craziest chicks have the craziest cheeks? Yo, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro. What is this? What are those? Like, holy, all right, bro,
Oh my
play that,
God.
bro. I'll stare at those forever,
stepped up to
man.
speak today
It's
during the
like the
first
size
court
of a goddamn watermelon. It's
Bro,
crazy.
man, like,
appearance for the
bro,
woman.
yo, rewind real quick. It brings
Why am
tears.
I on
It
this
brings
podcast
it brings
sometimes?
tears to
I don't
my
know.
eyes. Can you go back? Like, bro, he got shot for them cheeks.
Look at that ass.
He got shot 5 times for them cheeks.
Wow, and her face is like kind of okay.
Yo, guys.
She's kinda
guys,
handsome.
Guys.
Dude, that court
This-
officer is staring
This is
at
how
her
you know
ass.
you ain't hitting it right. If she shoots you 5 times after you done smashed it, slapped it or maybe this is how you know you hitting it right.
Yeah, because she went cuckoo.
Because you went cuckoo. Yeah, good dick make you crazy. Good dick make you crazy. Good dick make you crazy. You ain't crazy yet, so you haven't had it.
Dude, that's what she's thinking right there in that
No,
fucking
you
straight
didn't-
jacket.
you didn't know
She's like,
me a
I
year
can't
ago,
believe that
dude."
dick got me all crazy and in this position.
She's like, I would normally never do this.
I know.
That fucking dick.
All right,
Tears
play
and
this.
emotion.
Oh.
She stepped up to speak today during the first court appearance for the woman accused of killing her son.
know
The
why.
suspect is the victim's
Right?
girlfriend.
Right?
Local 10's Hatzel Bella is live with more on what that heartbroken mother had to say to the court. Hatzel.
Louis, it's been pretty quiet here at the scene in Hialeah, but as you just saw, quite an emotional day in Bond Court.
Karina Corbalon.
This is Karina Corbalon, the 23-year-old now accused of killing her boyfriend,
Corbalon.
Alejandro Sanchez.
They argued earlier in the morning.
We're learning more about what happened
Where the
Monday
fuck
in
is this?
Hialeah.
This is like Florida.
Oh,
Florida.
obviously.
She deserves to
Fucking obvious.
Yeah, right there, Florida.
Just so you guys know, that green thing she has on is called a turtle shell, and they put that on you in jail when you're like a hazard to yourself, and they think you might choke yourself out with your clothes, so they take all your clothes and put you in that.
Yo, Dom, hit that dirty Dom.
He's like, he
Hit
was
that dirty
20
Dom.
years old.
In court, Sanchez's mother could not hold back. It happened shortly before 11 a.m. on West 21st Avenue near 58th Street. Video from a nearby ring camera captured the sound of multiple gunshots. When police arrived on the scene, they say Corbalon was kneeling over Sanchez's body and later
who taught
told
her to
police
shoot, a
she had
stormtrooper?
shot her boyfriend 5 times following an argument. Police
5
recovered the
shots?
gun
Come on.
they believe was used in the crime.
Yo, pause that, pause that,
28-year-old
pause that,
Sanchez
pause
was
that.
taken.
Irish, you want more people to have guns?
No, I'm saying.
Irish, this is Florida, dog. Like, let this shit stay in Florida. Like, we don't need everybody walking around with this power.
I'm sure that's an illegal handgun, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, but then if she was able to get it legally anyways, up until this point, she's been fine, right?
No one.
No.
Who knows? I don't even know.
Someone probably wouldn't have given her a gun legally.
It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
I guess.
In the crime,
Not in this
28-year-old Sanchez was taken to Jackson Memorial, where he was pronounced dead.
Dude, they had to blur out
Wildin'.
his thing on the stretcher because that dick was just like.
It's still hard.
So no bond for Corbalan, and we understand she's now facing a second-degree murder charge.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Second degree.
Guys, don't fuck him too good.
Yo, reserve a little dick. Reserve just a little dick, okay?
You fuck 'em too good,
fuck
they
'em
go
into
crazy.
You can't fuck him into crazy.
Come on, you know you can't hold it back.
No, you gotta hold back just a
it's-
little
yeah,
dick. Nah,
My best friend's dad told her brother that just don't stick your dick in crazy.
yeah.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that's what
the thing.
happens.
No, but like sometimes you
You
don't.
can stick your dick
sometimes,
in crazy, just don't bring crazy home or let crazy know where you live or
yeah.
real details about your life.
yeah, and give her a gun.
Just don't stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah, but
They're
like
fun.
Preventative.
you can turn
I'm
sane.
fine.
You can turn sane into crazy with some good dick. That's why you should reserve
Yeah.
some dick. You reserve the good part. You just give dick.
It's happening.
All right, reserve the good part.
All right, next clip, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's take a peek. What do we got here? Disgusting. Footage shows people in San Francisco, California, now eating their own dingleberry.
this one. Thank you. Why are you guys?
Whoa! Okay, stop that. We ain't going to finish that.
Gross.
We gonna get it off the screen.
What?
Get it off the screen.
Yo, that's all shit in his pants, right?
How dare you use this when I could have used it for STC? This has nothing to do with Kingz.
You can have that one. Oh
This
my
has-
lord, I
This has
can't.
nothing to do with Kingz.
Oh
You-
my lord, I
you-
can't.
You swindler.
I was afraid to
Y'all
watch it at the beginning, and I see
nasty.
why now. My instincts are always right. Fuck it. No, don't, Dom. You
No.
better not.
All right, let's
Holy
see.
shit.
Talk
Video
about dirty
vixens.
Dom.
Video vixens Melissa Ford and Takara Jones discuss when they found out Drake was smashing them both at the
All right,
same
this
time.
is more Kingz related. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Cara smiling, holding
Oh.
up handshakes.
Yeah, she's telling me that we're dating the same guy, and you know what I said to him? What I said to her? I was just like, knock yourself out. Yeah, I said knock yourself out.
That's what I would say, actually.
I didn't have to have a conversation.
What the fuck
with
is this?
him.
We're watching a press
I was
conference
going.
about.
I mean, I did eventually. You know, not
Who's
eventually,
fucking
probably
Drake?
like the
Two
next
bitches
day or
sharing
something like
cock.
that because he called me, and
For his next date.
exactly.
What's
and
his name? Look, I'm speaking on behalf of the audience who's in the comment section trying to fast forward to the part where the name.
Yo, this fat bitch got PTSD. Put the sandwich down.
Yo,
But
I'm
I
not
just-
touching that one.
I know. I just want to
Oh
say.
my God,
I just
good
want to
God.
say this.
Name.
She's laughing a little too hard. Relax.
Okay,
Relax.
I'm the people's champ right
Drake
now.
was fucking that one too?
Drawing this
Yeah.
up.
Yes,
She's
yeah,
like,
we
How I
are.
Met Your Mother, seasons 1 through 12.
Yeah, we are.
Can someone just tell me
We
who
are
this
drawing
is?
this out, but I just
Was
want to
Drake fucking
finish
the
it
big
off
one?
with saying
No.
this: that there was no doubt.
Oh, that would be a great twist.
I would have been happy if you say saying
No matter
BBW.
who
Yeah.
was. I was not losing my girlfriend. Like, and
that's what I'm thinking. And that's what I was saying earlier. The women, you like, we have to stick together and hold each other up. You know, it's like we're not about to fight over no guy. We
And
gonna
now
look
he's
at
Attorney
each
General. Like,
Yeah.
this is
And
like-
it's
now-
Drake!
No, I respect that shit.
I know, I'm
respect
just
that
being an
shit.
asshole. It's fun.
Hit it.
Drake.
Why, that's the fakest reaction ever. Like, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Why is that surprising?
Dude, she
If
looks
she
like
didn't
gay.
know,
she's thinking about Chick-fil-A, dog.
play it. Come on.
It was yeah.
You assholes. I love Drake.
He's a nice guy.
Everybody loves Drake.
I'd fuck him.
Drake, you heard that? Oh my God.
Send the private jet.
No.
Send that OVO jet.
I respect them for like being like, yo, the least important part of this situation was Drake, and they dropped him like a hot topic. You know what I mean? Like that was respectable. I thought personally. Why fight? He decided what he wanted to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all decide you ain't for that, why fight? Yeah, fuck it. It's fuck the situation and move the fuck on. Yo, that's some adulting right there, man.
Yeah, just getting your time
Yo,
back.
pro adulting, right? Irish, that's your thing right there,
Yeah.
right? They got their
What?
time back, right?
Yeah.
These ladies got their time back.
Yeah.
That's your whole thing.
Yeah.
He showed his hand. He was like, "Yo, I'm not."
They didn't get mad. They didn't make a scene. They
At
just
all.
Just like cool. And then they just went their way.
They said, "I'm done." He called for the next date. Nah, son.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nah.
Not, bro. Like they're not my type, but I want to do them both right now. Like, you serious? That shit was attractive. Shit was hot.
That's adult shit, man.
That's some adulting right there.
You're just sharing skin. That's all. All right, next clip.
We got more clips. Damn.
We got one more.
One more.
Got
That
lots of clips
Dingleberry one
today.
scared me, so I needed another.
Yeah, pass.
Holy crap.
Nicki Minaj has been arrested for failing to register as a sex offender.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Yo, what is with
What's
the
going on
taste in
YouTube? Come back at you with another video. So we got some breaking news. This is kind of crazy. Nicki Minaj's husband has been indicted and arrested by the feds for not registering as a sex offender. Basically, it's been reported that he moved to California in July of 2019. He was pulled over in November, and that's when this whole legal.
So he just failed to register as a sex. When you get indicted,
What did he do? Did they ever go over that?
Wait, it says right there. No. Click back out. TMZ reports document viewed by Pitchfork. Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in '95. Petty, who was 16 years old at the time of the crime, served time in prison for the events.
Oh.
Yeah, but that could. I mean,
Okay.
he could have been part of the fucking whatever the fuck those kids were.
No, I know. I was thinking it was gonna be a lot different. Those are gray terms to me. So
when you're a sex offender, it's like your life is just fucking over, man. Like
basically,
Well, I mean,
good.
Yeah, it's like you're fucking around with kids. It's like one thing if you're like in a, if you're in a fucked
that
up
one
situation.
he was a kid. That one
that's
he was
different.
A kid.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one I was like.
That one I'm not sure about.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need to know more information.
a lot more.
How's our chat doing?
Annie's black. You know what I mean? Like bad.
I need to
you
know
know, you
more,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying, dude? It's like he.
Oh damn, yeah, that's true.
Like,
Beautiful.
Yo, that shit was
when
depressing.
When you're a sex offender, like I actually fought a couple sex offenders in jail and had like I got kidnapped when I was a kid and later on in life bumped into those people, and dude, it's like. Oh, it must be so good to fuck a kid because people really throw the dice with their life when they fucking try to fuck a kid.
It's a tight hole, man.
That material is. Whew. Louis fit through it in that fucking monologue. He fit it right through that hole.
Yeah, that was a good. I was thinking of that same one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, don't fuck kids.
Don't fuck kids. Yeah.
Just fuck each other.
Yeah.
Not kids.
Not kids.
Yes.
Unless you're a kid, then
Consenting adults.
fuck
You know what I'm
kids.
saying?
If you're a kid, fuck kids.
Yeah, don't fuck adults. If you're a kid, don't fuck adults. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the thing. Like I
Yeah.
fucked a lot of my friends' moms when I was a kid.
A lot of them, dude.
Dom, we have to go after these stories, man.
Oh, dog.
Oh my god,
That's
I can't
why.
wait for origin stories.
Watch out for Illegal Cathedral and Origin, King's Origin stories.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
But we would like to thank you. Yo, drop that, bro.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you for joining us for another installment of the Kingz Podcast. Hope you had a lot to learn today. Ladies, what you should take from this is that if we didn't like pussy so much, yo, we probably fuck each other.
Hey, man. It's all joking.
And this has been the Kingz Podcast. I've been yours truly, Karizmatik.
I've been Irish O'Neal.
Ani Moush.
Kenny Capozzi. Hey, check out In the Gutter podcast too. I forgot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys, check
knew
it
there
out.
was something
Follow, like,
else to
share, and
drop.
subscribe.
All right, all that stuff. Good. All right, guys. We'll see
Check
you
out
later.
Sally Sackerton.
Yeah.
Peace.
Chain hang the killers gon' snatch it. Even the warden stay straight thuggin'. White boys bloodin'. Black CIA agents corrupted. Flying cocaine planes hustling. Banks stay smuggling funds from the